Hey guys, Valmir here at Elite Fireworks, continuing the series on basically how to start your fireworks business with a fireworks stand. In this video, we're gonna be actually talking about two topics. The first topic that we're gonna talk is outside of the stand. That first topic is actually gonna be on how you move your stands, because obviously with this one it's very simple. It's a trailer. You just drag it with your truck, that's it. But a lot of fireworks stands are actually in container. So if you end up getting a container, what is the process? So I'm gonna talk about that. And the second one, we're gonna go in this fireworks stand, show you as far as the stocking, how you would stock it and so on, okay? Now, let's talk the first topic. So this is one of our older stands that we have. This is one of the last two that we're actually gonna sell. We've sold one, but we have two more, because majority of all of our stands now, of course, we're not looking to grow anymore with fireworks stands. However, though, majority of our stands that we have right now are all 40-foot containers. Notice they all basically look the same. There's a reason for that, because we have a process. But as let's say you get a 20-foot container or 40-foot container, they don't come with the axle as you see here, or where you put the wheels there. They don't come. It's not a trailer. This is a custom design that we made. Well, by me I mean my two brothers. So this is a custom design, but it can get pricey, and it's not especially if you don't know how to do it yourself, someone is going to charge you a lot because it is a custom project. Now if you get a 40-foot container, the good thing is there's companies that do move containers. 20 foot obviously it's a lot easier and it can be cheaper, but they do move also 40 foot. The only flaw that I have with that is you are relying on someone else. Okay, when you're relying on a towing company to come and pick up your stand, for instance, this was before we built this design where we have it, where we tow it like this ourselves, where we made it as a trailer. Before we had this design, this was 5-6 years ago, they would charge us $400 one way. So I can only imagine how much, probably around there, maybe it hasn't changed that much, but $400 for a 40-foot container one way, and then the other way, that's $800 a season. If you sell 4th of July and New Year, that's $1,600 per stand. Obviously, if you have a more than one stand, it adds up. So it's definitely not worth it. So for us, we had to do the solution. This was the best solution that works for us. This is how we carry. Of course, if you have your own truck, like a friend or something, like your tow truck, or you have a friend or something, like they can do it for cheaper. That's a good option. But with containers, basically, if you don't do this, you basically have to have someone tow it, right? Now, up next here that we're going, this is, like I mentioned, one of our older locations, which we're basically getting rid of these. If you bought, let's say, a trailer, then this one is just common sense. You just pull the trailer, that's it. You don't have to worry about it. The only thing that I recommend, if you have a trailer, whenever you put it in the property, don't leave it on wheels, guys, because this, literally, if someone just take off the wheels, put it down on the ground, because then you're just asking someone just break in on this, there goes your trailer with all your fireworks. Okay, so use common sense, obviously, because if you make it very easy for someone to steal it, you're basically asking for it. Okay, so that's pretty much it as far as the fireworks stand and moving. And like I got this one, because we don't open anymore, even some of that stuff, because it's basically out of service. Like, we don't use it anymore just because we've upgraded all to the newer design. Now, but still, even with this one, obviously the inside of it, it's not as well, it's nothing close to our new stands. But the reason why I want to show this is just, this is more of a beginner like stand, whereas with the other one, it's just way too over customized that you don't really need it. But anyway, so as far as the fireworks, obviously whenever you get fireworks, there's a proper way, in my opinion, to stock them. There's a wrong way to stock them. Often, what do we see with a bunch of fireworks stands? Because, for instance, if you look at all of our fireworks stands, all of the 40-foot containers, obviously everything is not in the exact same place, but I can guarantee it. I guarantee you every item is in the right category, and they might be moved. Like, if you have one product right here and the other stand, it might be right there or right there, but they are in the same section. The reason why it is like that for us here at the Elite Fireworks is because we actually have a system with all of our stands so they look all the same like a franchise. And but especially people who have multiple locations, that is not the case. Almost I still haven't, I mean, we check a lot of stands. I still haven't seen no stand that basically does every stand the same style. Now, obviously, if you have just one stand, it doesn't matter. You can organize it nice. It looks amazing. But when you have 2, 3, 5, 20, you know, the more organized, the better it is. But what do I recommend? And we do this a little bit different than the majority. Obviously, this set is a little bit older design compared to our new stands. However, though, what we do, because a lot of stands, what they do, the middle section is where they have the packages. And that's like the big packages, like assortments. And that's where they'll have also their canisters. What we do a little bit different. Our middle section is where we have the small stuff. So obviously, if you see some of the price tags here for previous seasons, these are all small stuff. So you have pop-up snappers, chickens. There's gonna be all the smokes are right here. I mean, all the morning glories are right here. And then on top, you have a lot of novelty stuff, spinners, and so on, wing items. So we put all the in the middle, we put all the small stuff. The reason why, it's very easy access for anyone. If you're selling from the right window, left window, you can just have to move a little bit to the middle. What is common in our industry, and again, there's no right, wrong way. If that works for you, it works for you. Whatever works, that's fine. But this is just our way. What is common though, what they have, like I mentioned, in the middle, they'll put all the big stuff, and then they'll copy. This will be with a bunch of small stuff. This will be with a bunch of small stuff. It's just a copy, a replica. You can do that, but then again, we want, like for instance here, we like to have variety. So this makes it it allows us to have more variety. Over here in this section, for instance, here we place all the cakes. And then right here we have the fountains. And then of course, like if you look at one of our newer designs, which if you look at our stand walkthrough on our YouTube channel, you're gonna see that we actually separate everything. It's actually 11 sections, but this is a smaller stand. The design is really nice. But again, I wanna show this one just so it's not overwhelming, because if you look at the other stand, it looks like basically cabinets that you install in a kitchen, because the woodwork and everything that we use, it's all top of the line items. Basically, we created those stands without a budget because we want to build them once and they're going to be forever. And that's basically what we plan with those locations. So we're not too many locations, but that's how it is going to be. But anyway, other than that, guys, I think that's pretty much it for stocking. And as far as moving the fireworks stand, we're going to continue this series with other topics, which is the most important one, is like how much money you can make with fireworks. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to get in an industry that you're not going to make any money. Like, I love fireworks. We love what we do. We're very passionate. But if the numbers don't work, you got to look for another thing to worry. You know, then we would have just been shooting only fireworks. But right now, we sell fireworks. We shoot a ton of fireworks, almost, well, minimum once a month, but more as we get closer to the season. However, though, in order for anything to grow as a business, you need to have that profitability. So stay tuned. Next video, we're going to talk about how much money you can actually make with fireworks. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. This is Valmir from Elite Fireworks. If you liked it, hit a thumbs up. And if you didn't, hit a thumbs up. Now, if you didn't hit a thumbs down. Doesn't matter. But thank you so much once again, and we'll see you guys in the next video.